I dropped the render into Photoshop. Now I'm gonna sharpen it using the unsharp mask just to clean it up a little. And I'm gonna adjust the levels just to darken it a little to give it a better dark and light contrast. Now I'm gonna use the burn and dodge tool, both on 9% exposure. And with the burn tool, I'm gonna adjust the brush level and just darken majority of the picture, the render, the areas that's already darkened. Just go over that even more, darken them up some more. And be careful when you do this. Don't over burn the render, because you can tell and it looks very bad. And remember, you have to keep adjusting the brush size. And you do the same thing for the dodge tool. You just dodge the light areas. As you can see, it's already flowing together. But don't stop here. This is just the beginning. Now I'm going to use the blur tool just to smooth both burn and dodge together. That's the only reason you use it, just to smooth them together. Gives it the more airbrush look that everybody's trying to achieve. And basically I'm just going to blur majority of the whole render just to give all that a more smooth transition. It's just blending all those hard edges together. Now, I'm taking back out the dodge tool, the burn tool, and I'm adjusting the brush size just to get all the little detail areas. The smaller the brush, the better the detail. Going back over it and just going back over the dark areas, but watch out, don't go overboard. Keep the exposure at 9% when you're doing the face and the features. It is basically like I'm saying, the smaller the brush, you just go back and start burning the details. The already darkened areas, just darken them some more, bringing out those clean, crisp lines. And you're also going to do the same thing with the dodge tool. You're going to go and just start highlighting all the light areas again using a fine, small pointed brush. And as you can see, this is giving it a more tone definition of light to dark. And it's also starting to become more three-dimensional. And not so flat. Darken up the hair, but leave just a little so you can still see the texture. Like I say, go back into the keep adjusting the flow of the brush to small, to fine, or to however dark and big the area is that you're working with. You can see I keep on making it smaller just to get the fine little lines in there, in the hand especially, because you know the hand has all the wrinkles, so you want to really highlight all those. Like I say, basically what this is doing is just defining all the dark areas and bringing them up to contrast, so the light areas that you're going to burn to highlight the stuff will all blend together. Still going over all the little areas with the burn tool. Remember not to go overboard though. And I'm going to turn it back into the dodge tool and just lighten up little areas like on the nose, along the nose, like that little fine line, just to show better contrast and depth. See, along the face it was already light, so you just highlight all those little accents, and now you can see that the render is coming out way better than after we just blurred it. Now you're going into detail, just lightening up and darkening all the little areas. And notice I am not messing with the outline, the black outline. I am only airbrushing the render under it. Now I'm going to blur it some more just to smooth out a little of what I did. Not too much this time though, but just to smooth it out so it won't be such a hard edge. But just enough to keep the detail in it. Now I'm going to change the exposure of my burn tool, just because I'm comfortable with it, to 45 to give me a darker burn. But only do this on, and you can't, one thing about this, you can't sit up there and hold it forever on the spot because it'll burn it literally. It'll get too dark and then it'll start distorting. Now I'm going along the chain and the shirt to give it a little shadow, a little drop shadow, so it look like it's popping off the chain and standing off the shirt, so it won't look so flat. And you go back in, like I said, just start pinpointing little